Hello everyone and welcome to Delaware Auto Sales. This is Nathan here, your favorite and only host at Delaware Auto Sales, making you wonderful car videos and telling the story of each and every car that we sell, which I very much enjoy to do. Every car has a story, every car has a history, and this Civic is no exception. This is a 2000 Honda Civic. This car is 21 years old at the current moment. And the best part, it only has 114,000 miles. Let's take a look. 2000. This is the last year of this body style. I am an avid Honda lover. I have owned many Hondas. I have sold many Hondas. Just fantastic cars. As most people know, Japanese cars, legendary reliability and low cost of ownership can't be beat. And when you can find something like this, or these couple of Camrys here I wanted to mention in the background, they are the kind of cars you can buy and own and drive for many years. This is a 1999 Camry that we have that's $5,000, that has 110,000 miles. And then that's a 2001 Camry LE, a couple years newer with the newer front end. That car has 48,000 miles. It's beautiful, silver, just like the Civic. So any one of these three cars would make anybody an excellent car. These are great first-time driver cars, super fuel economy, super low cost of ownership. Look how nice and clear the headlights on this Civic are. This Civic has a few little cosmetic body imperfections, but it has 114,000 miles. The previous owner bought this car in 2006. When it had 77, almost 78,000 miles. So think about that. The most recent owner had this car for 15 years, and they only added, let me do that math real quick, 36,000 miles. So that's like 2,400 miles per year. I mean, they barely added many miles. We have gone over and serviced this car. Listen to how quiet it is as it sits here and runs. The timing belt was previously done. It has a Dayco timing belt in it. I'm going to post a photo in the ad for the car showing our photo of the timing belt, the actual timing belt that's in this car. It's definitely been replaced. There was an entry on this car's Carfax at Germain Honda where it shows a service a few years ago, and I'm wondering, I don't know for sure, but I'm wondering if it was replaced at that juncture. But anyway, I think that was at about 105,000 miles. Tires are very good, Goodyears. They have 6/32 here in the front, 6/32 tread. They have 8/32 in the rear, so a little more in the rear. The brakes are 10 millimeters in the front, 5 millimeters in the rear. If you don't know what that means, 10 millimeters is literally as good as new. 5 millimeters means exactly what it sounds. It's about 50%, but these are drum brakes in the rear of this car, and drum brakes wear very slowly. So 5 millimeters on the rear will last a good long time, and the fronts are basically new. There's the rear tires, a little more tread, about 8/32 in the rear. We changed the oil in the car, of course, like we do everything. We replaced the hood latch and the hood release cable. We replaced the air filter. We replaced the distributor seal, and we replaced the valve cover gasket. And we also installed some new wiper blades. So new air filter, new wiper blades, new oil, new hood cable and latch, a new distributor seal, and new valve cover gasket. Car has almost no rust, almost rust-free. There's this tiny little spot right here on this dog leg that's pretty minor, and there's a little spot inside one of the doors. We will look at the doors as we go around here. I wanted to show you all the tires. Cosmetic things. There's a little crack in the bumper right here. It's not affecting anything. It's not loose or going to fall off. There's a small dent here in the fender. There's a small dent here in the fender. We had the paint professionally touched up with our very good friend David from Touch Up Magic, which is a professional paint touch-up company here in Columbus. Small dent right there in the top of the door. A little bit of extra space on this bumper right here. It's clearly had a few little bumps with something, a little tiny crack right there, some spots here that we put touch-up paint on, or had David put touch-up paint on. David does an excellent job of professional paint touch-up and makes it look as good as it can. Right here, same thing, without having to go to the body shop. Actually, I guess there is a tiny little spot of rust right there that somebody's put, maybe David put the paint on right there. There's a little dent in this door. Then there's a little dent in this door. The reason I'm pointing all this out on a 21-year-old car is that, not that it really matters, but for someone, if they're looking for a museum quality showpiece, this is not exactly that, but this is a fantastic car for a 114,000 mile car. It'd be hard to find one that's going to be much nicer than this. And even though it may have some cosmetic flaws, the mileage and the overall condition goes a long, long way. I usually show the engine towards the end of my videos, but I'm excited to show this to you because it's so clean and nice. Look how nice this engine compartment is. I don't know if that battery has a date on it, but it certainly doesn't look very old. Strut towers are nice and clean. There's the new hood latch we installed. Air filter sits on top of the engine on this generation Civic, right there in the box. You can hear the fans running. The AC works great on this car as well. The timing belt's under this cover, so I can't exactly show it to you, but like I say, there'll be a photo of it that our master ASE technicians took when they inspected the car. So I will post that photo in the ad. But listen to it run. Sounds like a little sewing machine, like a good Honda should. It drives great. I've driven this car about, probably 200 miles just here recently. It drives fantastic, runs great, shifts great, everything works like it should. The next generation of the Civic was still a good car, but it actually doesn't have as great of a reputation as this generation does, which this generation went from 1996 to 2000. So like I said earlier, this is the last year of the generation. There's a tiny little rust color starting there at the bottom. It has manual windows. Your 16-year-old might not know what to do. It has all of the original floor mats as well. These interiors were nearly indestructible. Very, very hard to beat, hard to wear out. They don't make stuff as well. They don't make the cars as well and as durable now as they did then. There's our mileage, 114,228. It does in fact have a full tank of gas. I took it to the gas station, put $20 in it, and it filled it up. So it does have a full tank. Original radio with CD player, easy to use, AC controls. The AC does work just fine. It's nice and cold. You could hear the compressor kick on when I engage the AC, but you might not be able to hear it on the video. It has two Honda keys that are very new, and then one spare steel key right here, so 3 total keys. The original owner's manuals are in the glove box, and the radio code card is also in there. Other mat with the H logo, which I think is pretty cool. They used to do that. They don't do that anymore. They used to put the H logo on the passenger mat. They don't do that on the newer cars. And they don't make them as durable as this either. The rear seat folds down very easily from a release in the trunk. The entire seat back goes down. There's the rear mats. So it has all 4 pieces of the original floor mats. Excuse my sniffling. Change of weather. There's the bottom of that jam that has just a little bit of rust spot starting right there. Very clean in here though. Trunk is very clean, and all of the tools and jack and spare tire are down below. The release handle for the seat is right here. You pull that and then the whole seat back goes down. There is the spare tire and the tools and the jack. Original trunk cardboard is actually still in pretty good shape, along with the carpet. Bottom of that door is clean. Jam is clean. Well, like I said, rust is pretty minimal, if hardly at all, on this car, except right there. But if it's kept clean, it'll definitely be very slow about spreading. Same thing there at the very corner where the door skin comes together with the door. I think that's almost inevitable on this generation because I've seen it often. So take another look around here. We already saw the engine compartment, the trunk. It's a great car, if you can't tell by my enthusiasm. It's a great car for the money. It's a great car for anybody that just needs reliable transportation, that doesn't want to spend a fortune on maintenance and upkeep. This car will get 35 minimum miles to the gallon. If you drive it really nice, you might get close to 40. Do your research and take a look, and you'll see that what I say is true, that this is one of the best generations that Honda ever built. And to get this one with 114,000 miles, that's just been serviced by us, plus has had the timing belt done. That's the difference between us and other dealers. We can tell you where everything stands. We can tell you what we did to the car. We can tell you the condition of the timing belt, which is why our cars, this one, that one, and all of them, are worth a little more than the rest of the guys out there, because we're selling you a good product and a car that's turnkey and ready to drive, and being very transparent about everything about the car. So come check us out, read our reviews online. You'll be glad that you did. Again, my name is Nathan. Very happy to get you taken care of. That's our logo and phone number. Some of our other cars here. Sorry, I did that kind of quickly a moment ago. Probably made somebody dizzy. Some new stuff in the back that just came in. This little GTI in the back is an amazing, another little silver car. Awesome 1999 Volkswagen GTI with only 116,000 miles. It's going to be for sale very soon, that I am so excited about, because it's one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. But this Civic is one of the nicest I've seen in a while of this era. So thanks for watching all the way through. Have a great day. Bye-bye.